Yo, yo, hermanos. So, finally acquired a new phone. Long backstory, we'll get into that surely enough. But this is what nighttime towards the bay in Iquitos looks like. So, we got the crew over here that is a little bit smaller than what we had. We have Jan from Czechoslovakia, Andrea from Colombia, Jason from Oregon, at least the latest state he was in, and just came here to chill out for a little bit. And this is what he just turned the music, he just stopped playing, but this guy's playing the didgeridoo while banging on, I forget the name of that box, but it's real big with like bachata and cumbia music, and yo, gracias por eso. Qué chévere. Yeah. Más música. Hola, hermano. So these are a lot of the artist guys. ¿Todo bien? De Brasil, qué bueno, man. Vive Sudamérica. Gracias. So, yeah, these guys just chill here and they slang all their handmade wares, really beautiful jewelry. A lot of it's native to the area. You have this bar with a beautiful mural, and this is a nice place just for respite and chilling to get away from the city. So yeah, it's cool. So down there is the bay, and then big thick jungle behind that. The Amazon River is that way. All this way is basically Iquitos, and more selva that way, and a lot of ayahuasca and other medicinal plant centers are way beyond in the distance. So you have to go quite a ways to get away from all this, but it can be quite worth it to stay with the community, participate in a retreat. Really nice. And this is basically like a long promenade, which goes, I mean, at least for 6 blocks that way. They call blocks cuadras, and then maybe another 10 blocks that way, at least. But yeah, check this guy out. Let's go up here. Take a look. He's jamming, man. Love it. I don't know. There might be a freestyle rap session which assembles later. We'll see. Yeah. All right, let's look at the plaza, guys. All right, guys, a look at La Plaza de Armas in Iquitos. So relatively chill in this area, although as you can tell there's constant sound on the motos. It takes a while to get used to, but you eventually do. Yeah, even though you're in kind of a big city, it still has that just jungle vibe, that rawness, that wild feeling. So very cool. Alright, just wanted to record this for you guys. This is definitely part of the summertime jungle living. Been having these fairly heavy storms around 2 to 3 in the afternoon, and the rain just dumps. And around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock it clears up and cools it down. It's really nice. But everybody just spreads out to the periphery of the street and tries to stay dry. Yo, I just had to record this. It's still torrential downpour, and there was a huge lightning strike right there. And And man, the sound of that crack of that lightning was so loud. Everybody jumped. I think the whole city skipped the heartbeat for a second. And it sounded like it struck very close. So it rained yesterday kind of like this, but this is definitely more intense. So you could just tell from the sky, man, it's heavy. Heavy dumping. So as Borat would say, a very sight. Oh man. Alright guys, this is a vibe of an area kind of far away from the main plaza, but not too far. Just what the vibe is like after the storm. Looks like a pretty relaxed neighborhood. Much quieter than the city center. Got a few restaurants, little cafes, shops, bodegas. It's very nice. All right, guys. By far, one of the cooler parts of this area of Iquitos, and that's this tiny strip not too far from the Plaza de Armas, I guess you could call it Centro, that has maybe 10 to 15 vendors along this street on that curb, and they sell emoliente and also sandwiches, usually just like a roll, cheese, palta, which is avocado, and sometimes chicken or egg within the sandwich as well. And some of them have like mayonnaise or mustard or some other salsas or spreads that are popular down here. But it's so cool, man. All the people on their motorcycles or their moto-taxis just pull in, whether they're, you know, operating the taxis or they have people that want to stop and get food and they just pull off to the side. It's so cool. And look, you have this beautiful mural in the background. It's, you know, nighttime in the jungle, La Selva, you know, post rain in the afternoon. There's just this, you know, sounds of night, sounds of the streets, the excessively loud moto taxis, which we've talked about before. And yeah, so we were here last night working with people from there. And oh, mira, un video! Dios mío! Hola, buenos. And we were here. People were freaking out like they've never seen a video. Hola, we were here with these people last night, and they were so nice. Hola, amigos, ¿todo bien? Gracias. Es por mis amigos en Estados Unidos. Necesitamos muchos gringos. Vienen acá. Espero. Yeah, so I'll just show you guys real quick what they're working with. One of the main components of emoliente is aloe vera. They scrape this in there. They use other things like milk sometimes, honey, this stuff called algarrobina, miel, yep. Carapara. ¿Qué más en emoliente? Por favor. Yeah. Caballo. Okay. I didn't quite make out what she was saying. I'll try to get the exact ingredient list and put it somewhere, who knows, but bastante ingredientes, no? Bastante ingredientes. Alright, hola. Todo chévere. Everything is all good. Alright, gracias, mano. Gracias. So yeah, we're gonna get one. They come in these glasses here. And yeah, if we look and pan this way, just dozens of people down the block. But yeah, this is how some of the people that are native to Iquitos or tourists alike eat and drink and spend their nights.
Ya, de nuevo.
So impromptu song.
Cada rato se casi coge vuelo porque yo no la celo. Y cuando estamos en el cuarto no tengo que decirle, solita rompe hielo. Sabe dónde poner su mano y con mi punto débil, por eso no la Hace tiempo frente al espejo, yo tengo lo que le hace falta conmigo, hace cositas que ella no de entre paredes nadie sabe lo que pasa, por eso es que ella llama y vuelve, yo soy el que la resuelve. Ajá, directamente de la isla de Encanto, Patripum.
Gracias, mano. Fue
Iquitos, Perú.
Fue hermoso.
Patripum.
Un canción hermoso.
Ah.
All right, amigos. I had to just shoot this quick little snippet to talk about what just happened. And the previous guy who was singing was walking down this area behind me, which is right before you get to the Pelotonal, or like the promenade, just to try to escape the sounds of the city, because personally, the sounds of all the motorcycles and the moto-taxis just really starts to wear on me after a while. So I was just trying to find some kind of place of serenity, and meet this guy, clearly like a crackhead. He's just like, hey, my friend, come here. I was like, oh, okay, all right, let's go see what this guy wants to talk about. And within 5 minutes, he pulls out what is like the equivalent of a wooden crack pipe, stuffs in what looks like real chunky cocaine, and then takes a rip. 2 minutes later, two friends from the hostel we're staying at come in unison on the same bicycle. They look like they just had an adventure, and they're looking at me like, yo, what are you doing talking to this guy? I was like, don't judge me, I'm just trying to be nice and give the guy some time. And as soon as they leave, which was like 2 minutes later, he starts singing to the woman that was that just came with our friend Jan in some song, some Colombian song, because she's from Colombia, and he had the most beautiful voice, like the most beautiful voice, and I couldn't believe it. He sounded like an angel. And then he finished the song like 2-3 minutes later, packs his little bowl again, takes a wicked hit, and almost falls off the side of this ledge, and then looks around. He's like, oh, he says in Spanish, oh, watch out, people are gonna try to rob you here. And if they were gonna do it, they had to climb like 15 feet up this straight line of like a bridge to get to you. So he was clearly bugging. So that was the moment I realized I had to go. Guys, I kid you not, this is a look at what looks like the craziest moth. I don't know what the exact name of this species is, but a lot of them come out this time of night, like maybe after 7 p.m. It's about 10:30, I believe they're recording this video. Dude, look at what the back of its wings look like. It literally looks like little tree stems or the extensions of branches. Isn't that crazy? Like what the evolutionary mechanisms of insects, animals, and plants will do to adapt and blend into their environment. Dude, it literally looks like it's a drawing. Crazy, man. Passing a colegio or a school, so it's simultaneously when children get out of school and rush hour. I don't know who creates these rules, but it is chaotic and fun all at the same time. Look at all these kids, oh my God. And guys, I'm sorry, but this is it. This is how the crazy indoctrination starts. It's just people everywhere, man. This is what the kids get exposed to. This madness. Look at this. Okay, it's wild, dude. And a lot of people don't even notice. If anybody's watching from the Owen J. Roberts School District, man, we had it so good. We were sheltered from a lot of the crazy, chaotic parts of the world, right? Oh God, I mean, we grew up in such a wonderful area. So I hope anyone that's watching this that was from the Owen J. Roberts School District can appreciate that. because there are places that exist that the kids are just in, I'm sorry, what's like a living hell in some parts of the world. But yeah. All right, amigos. Buenos dias. Buenas tardes. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be. So I wanted to show you this pop-up fruit juice vendor that is on one of the corners of Prospero Street in Iquitos. So this tiny stand is ran by this woman and this handsome man. It's called Venta de Refrescos Naturales, Frutas de la Costa y de la Selva, fruits of the coast and of the jungle. And she's literally slanging the most delicious juice of pineapple and watermelon. Two of, as you know, some of the best fruits you could ever consume in the summer. And guys, it is so hot here that this liquid sunshine, liquid gold is just the most refreshing thing ever. So let's take a sip. Guys, it's like the nectar of the gods. It is so good. And just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, God bless this woman and her partner. And so grateful for people like this that do this kind of work day in and day out. And they get to be the intermediaries between the amazing, beautiful, wonderful, miraculous fruit and other foods we get to consume from Mother Earth. So yeah, this is on Prospero Street in Iquitos. All right, wanted to show you guys this. So the market we came from, Mercado Belén, is that way, but going the opposite way, which would be east on the map, leads you to this somewhat quieter back street. And this is basically the edge of Iquitos on the eastern side. So the Amazon River is that way. There is a bay to the right, and the river comes next to it over there. And hola, buenas tardes. And here you see this kind of little extended small community of homes that are raised on these wood posts. I forget the exact name for them. And then that's it. And then you have some farmland out there, and it's kind of like this marshy, bog-like terrain. I walked through there a few days ago. Long story, but yeah. And then look beyond, just jungle. All back there, just jungle. So yeah, this is nice just to kind of get away from the city. Iquitos that way spans pretty far, and just learned not too long ago there's approximately 200,000 people in and around Iquitos, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, and it's a good amount for a jungle town. but at least you have so much forest you can get away to, or you can get on one of the rivers and get away from the city. But if you don't want to go too far, this street is a good one. And this eventually leads you to the promenade, which is adjacent to La Plaza de Armas, just in case you're looking at the map, which is kind of like on the southeastern side of the city.
Also, I don't like it too often. In the butterfly farm, they have monkeys. So, some of them, they are in cases, and I hate that. I don't like to see animals in cases. I mean, it's the way I think, I'm sorry. But a lot of people, they go to see monkeys. Monkey Island, they're free, but some they're in cases, and I feel very sad about it. Ver, mañana 7:59.
No cages.
Muchas gracias.
No cages. No monkeys in cages. Alright guys, so we're in the park. It's like 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, sweating bullets, so humid. Just getting a little stretch session and workout in, and all the kiddos gathered as usual, and they're like, "What are you doing, bearded man?" So we're estamos practicando, ¿sí? Es por mi familia, mis amigos. Estamos practicando, ¿sí? Sí. All right. Dale, mostrame. All right. Dale, dale. So showing them how to get into a handstand from using a pole or a wall. So they're all practicing and mi video por mis amigos y familia y otra gente en Estados Unidos. Dale, buen trabajo. So yeah, all the kiddos are hanging out in summer, just watching this ridiculous gringo do tricks and being like, "What are you doing?" Mucho sudando. ¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien? Amigos, ¿todo bien? ¿Están feliz? Un foto. 1, 2, 3. Muchísimas gracias. All right, amigos, another very refreshing item just discovered in an area around the plaza in Iquitos. We have this limonada drink from a gentleman from somewhere in Brazil. Fresh squeezed limes with this lime salt on top. 2 soles, which is like, I don't even know, man, 80 cents or something like that for maybe 20 ounces. It's the most refreshing thing right now at nighttime. It's so humid. But take a look at his pop-up cart. So it looks like he has a little fish tank there filled with big chunks of ice and this what looks like ecto cooler from the 90s, if you guys remember that. I think there was like a Hawaiian Punch knockoff for a blockbuster movie. And hey man, this guy's out here just doing it, keeping people cool, doing his thing, sweating his ass off. Yeah, buddy. And yeah, thank goodness for his presence. Yeah, but it is beyond refreshing. So that's what we're looking at. They're playing "What Is Love" up there by Hadaway. Walking around with a lime drink that looks radioactive, and we're gonna see what the night holds. Yo, does everybody recognize this song? Playing Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby in a random market in the northern jungles of Peru. Can't make this up. I don't know. Check it out, man. Even the mannequins are dancing. Poison and wait. Totally forget the lyrics. Just like the first verse and Ice Ice Baby. But my God, this song was so popular when anybody that might be watching this that remembers Vincent Elementary, Owen G. Roberts School District. I just remember a bunch of the kids in maybe like fourth or fifth grade were listening to this. Everyone had the cassette with their Sony Walkmans, and it was just awesome, man. And who knows what happened to this guy, but he made such a hit back then. So yeah, definitely a good moment. Yeah. Ice, ice, baby. Dum 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 dum. Boom dum 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 dum. Boom dum 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 dum. Bah. All right, guys, this is a look at El Mercado Central in Iquitos. Pretty typical. You just have a large space, got some corrugated metal for the roof, elevated pretty high, and this appears to be where a lot of the lunch vendors are. So you see a lot of plátano, pescados, you know, like banana, fish, typical plates. And then this side, you know, little tienda here, little store. And then this side seems to be where the produce is, meat, fish, with more vendors this way. So you have more things like sandwiches, juices. Yeah, it's pretty cool. These are always my kind of favorite markets, just because you can come in, you have a big selection. Like, for example, this is Frugaria Luz, or Liz rather. This is Anita, Iris, and then depending on the ones you come to, if they're not that busy, the senoritas will just catch you, and they're just like, "Oh, come to my booth." And there's like 10 other booths around selling the same stuff. A little fun but intimidating if it's your first time. But yeah, let's just walk through here, shall we? And it's Sunday, by the way, so I'm not sure if this is a normal amount of the crowd. Dude, still in the market. And you got some kind of music from the 80s, man. And it's awesome. These are the moments, man. You're just cruising the market. They're playing some kind of like hybrid song from the 80s or like a dance mix, and like, dude, it's the fucking best. Big in the jungle, man. Just makes you want to dance. It's Sunday in the jungle, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh yeah. All right, guys, check this out. So with the new cow, Oliver, he's using these wooden half moon-like objects that are from Japan for these really useful functional body movements. Check it out. So those two pieces connect via magnets in the middle, and he was saying that you're tending to move the wooden half spheres or semicircles around your body, following the natural movement of your joints and how everything's connected. He was teaching me earlier, and it's fairly difficult. What he's doing looks easy, but it's not. And watch how his shoulders are moving. Wow. That's beautiful visually. Almost looks like slow motion. Wow. And his partner plays this xylophone. It's almost hypnotic when you watch it together with the music. Wow, it's beautiful. In the zone. Woo, bravo. Gracias.
Cut the corners, drill. Then got so far, but we have their mansions on the hill. They turn the carrots away, yes, it's been kill. Is it like the endangered sea, turtles on fire? The burning turtles alive.
People represent. Hola, amiga. Te ves bien. Woo! Doing it. Hola, amigo. He's chased me with a bow. No, gracias, hermano. Estoy disfrutando la música. ¿Todo bien? Ah, que Dios te bendiga. Right, so that was a bit aggressive. Never been chased down the street with a bowl for money from a painted child in the jungle. Very fun. Dun 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 dun. Alright guys, so reached one of the northern ends of Iquitos, just honestly trying to escape the noise, and found an area that is next to a river, which is in front of me here. I'm not sure exactly what the natives call it, but this is what you see when you look out. Looks like a little tributary here, and it's quite nice compared to the city, which is Iquitos. Like, Guys, listen, like, love this place, love the jungle, love Peru. You guys know that if you've ever been here in South America. So there's a very inexplicable beauty to it. But with that, a lot of the people that are in this particular area have no idea about noise conservation, right? About the respect for other people, right? So it's just, when you walk through the streets, it is so noisy and chaotic. I've talked to countless travelers from being here for about a week that say the exact same thing. So anyway, I don't want to rant too much, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm definitely not the only person that said Iquitos is noisy. That was the top thing people had said before coming over here from Malta. But yeah, take a look at this. This is totally worth the walk. You just hear the frogs chirping, other insects and froggies I don't even know about. And yeah, this is nice. Kids are out playing. Some people are posted up on La Playa, the beach. And let's walk a little bit, shall we? I really just wanted to see a sunset, because where we're staying closer to the Plaza de Armas, you catch the sunrise, and you're getting a lot of that very warm morning sun. It's very humid, it's nice, but you don't get a sunset. So it's like being on the shore on the east coast of the US, and you'll catch a nice sunrise, but you have to go to the bay to see the sunset. So this is actually nice. There's sand here. Feels good on your feet. And yeah, it's away from the noise of the city. Thank God. So anybody that might be watching this video, hope you guys are well. Hope your life is fun. It's August 4th, I think, 2024. So it's still summer up in the States, and I guess other parts of the world, right? I hope everybody's having a good time, whatever you're doing. Time with family, time at the beach, time in the shade, time in the forest. Summer's great, you know, it's a great time to get out. It's when people typically have vacation, but it's also the time to relax, you know, to try to beat the heat, get away from the heat that wears you down throughout the day. But yeah, take a look at the backside of town here. It's quite nice. This is definitely the most silence I've heard in a week from being here. Looks like there's a funeral procession up there, if you can see. People singing with candles and walking. That's a really nice type of service they have here. Usually people just walk in the street. There's you know, the vehicle with the coffin, and they all walk together to the church. It's beautiful. So yeah, guys, way out there is jungle. Nothing but beautiful jungle. A lot of ayahuasca and medicinal plant retreat centers, healing centers. Again, Iquitos is nice, but humans, like we can typically do, become cancerous and infect whatever we're around. If we're there long enough, just trying to squeeze as much juice out of it as we can. It's like that one scene in the first Matrix when Agent Smith is talking to Morpheus and he takes out his headpiece. He's like, I'd like to share a revelation with you, and tells him about what he's observed while he was in the Matrix and seeing how bad humans can be. But yeah, guys, we just gotta try to love each other more, be more compassionate, more kind. Stop just acting like the other humans you see are just in the way. It's rough though. It's rough. It's tough to be around parts of these areas too, because nobody really cares. They're chasing the money no matter what. and it's destroying people, you know. Again, money's good, but to have a balance. So yeah, it's my little second rant, but love you guys. And so now look at the northern part of Iquitos. Alright guys, check it out. So decided to treat myself tonight with some very Peruvian food, let's just say. So these are called anticuchos. They are slices of cow's heart that have been cooked over a coal fire. They call it, like, you know, open coals, they call it la parrilla. And this is with some papa or potato. This is the choclo corn. Big, thick kernels of this corn that's grown in and around the mountains. They have a little salad here. It looks like red cabbage, a little bit of avocado or palta, tomate, and they have these three sauces. This one's definitely picante. They probably call this ají. This one's like a mellow, kind of like cilantro lime. This is more like a, I don't even know, call it like some kind of herbal aioli, if that makes sense. And of course, one of the more popular brands of beer, Cusqueña, which is brewed in and around Cusco. This is the Trigo one. It's pretty good. So yeah, it looks actually really good, guys. Presentation-wise, quality. I checked in with the crew in the back, and they said, yeah, the food's good here. So I'm gonna chow down. Just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, guys, just had to shoot this for you. This is the same area of the plaza that you've probably seen a lot so far in the videos, but they blocked it off for, I don't know, some sort of something. And it is so much quieter. It's just like another place. Those moto-taxis really start to wear on you after a while. So this is definitely a special treat. And this guy is covering How Deep Is Your Love, or was covering How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees, which for whatever reason, I've heard all the time in Peru. I don't know why. All over the place. And it's just, I don't know why, that song just came up. How Deep Is Your Love? If you're watching this, you know who. You know this was our song. But yeah, he's pretty good on the guitar. Oh, he has a, what is that from? What movie is that from? It's like that anonymous mask. You never know, man. You never know in Peru. In Peru. He's good. Guys, I think that's why you have to just you know, it's great just sitting in your house, chilling, getting away from the world, but that's why you gotta go out too. Just gotta go out and see what's out there. You know? I think a lot of humans like really like to do that just because you never know what you're gonna see, right? Let's go see some of these other human life forms, see what they're doing. Oh man, it is especially rich in characters here in Iquitos. I don't know. So, yeah. I guess the message of that is get out. You'll see. But yeah. This is the area where the hostel is. And it's been rather chill recently. Alright, amigos, so here at just a random restaurant with mi hermano nuevo, Alejandro. Alejandro is a chef, owns this restaurant with some of his wonderful employees. and he was just telling me about a variation of a very popular dish in Peru known as ceviche. You know, fish or seafood that's marinated in lime juice. There's many different variations. So Alejandro is going to explain to us in Spanish?
In Spanish.
In Spanish?
Or if you prefer in English.
Let's do it in English.
Okay, good.
I want to see how good your English is when
I need
talking
to
about
practice
food.
my English.
Yeah. So so go ahead. Tell us about
Okay.
what we're looking at here.
I'm going to explain about this dish. I was telling you that this is a variation of ceviche. Actually, this is more juicy ceviche because it has a lot of juice. The juice that you see on this side, that is in this little glass, is called leche de tigre. I would say like it's a liquid ceviche because this is made with celery, onion, garlic, lemon juice, Peruvian chili, and we blend it all together and it converts into this juice. We call it leche de tigre. It says leche de tigre, but it doesn't have any milk because leche in English is milk. It would say milk of tiger, but it's not.
Which sounds really funny, right?
Yeah, it sounds funny because it's not a milk.
Yeah.
It looks like a milk, but it's a ceviche juice, I would say. It's a ceviche juice.
Como salsa.
Yeah, es como una salsa, como una salsa, ¿no? Entonces, we put into this little fish dices, and we put the juice on the top, and we garnish with corn, with banana chips, and this is sweet potato, sweet Peruvian potato.
Camote.
Yeah, actually this is an appetizer. We start a food in Peru with this appetizer. This appetizer, they all start eating in the middle of the morning. Around 9-10 o'clock we used to eat that, you know. Because after that we have lunch, but we start with this. This is like the Mexicans, they call it the mexicanos they say, como le llaman, un piqueo, una cosa, no olvidé.
Like an appetizer?
Yeah, an appetizer.
Tapa?
It's an appetizer. No, tapa is in Spain. But they call it, they have another name, I forgot. Well, this is very popular in Peru. They eat everywhere, out in the streets, the street vendors, they sell it a lot.
Lots of ceviche.
Yeah. It's a leche de tigre.
Leche de tigre.
Yes. Made with Peruvian chili.
Yeah. Oh man. So, as you guys can tell, Alejandro knows what he's talking about. I just tried some of the juice, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. Yes. And then some of the fish, it's absolutely delicious. Right? Yes. One of the best ever sampled here in Peru. Alejandro, thank you so much for.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that you are here and you're asking that because I love explaining my Peruvian food.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this gets somewhere on the internet and convinces some more gringos or whoever to come down here.
Right. Come down to Iquitos. This is a city in the middle of the jungle. We don't have carreteras, highways to the coast. It's like an island. We are surrounded by water. The only way to get here is by plane or by river. It takes like a week to get here by river. And you get a plane, you pay your trip, and you get to Iquitos. Right.
Thanks, brother.
Okay. Thank you.
Yo, amigos. Another part of the Iquitos journey. So it is Tuesday, August 6th, I think, in La Tarde, in the afternoon. It's maybe like, I don't know, 5:30, close to sunset. If you look over here, hold on. If you look over here, we got the sun setting towards the river side, or the other river rather. Really beautiful. Of course, it's blocked by the buildings, but I was walking close to where the bay meets the Amazon and noticed this little stairway, so wanted to check it out, and of course was a little bit attracted to this bar over here. You know, you see the cooler of the very typical beers, and this guy's playing music in his storage house, and they were playing music here. I walked over here just to, oh, there it is. So this is the view you have. But guys, I walked by, there's this jukebox playing here. It is beyond loud. And I'm sorry, I just have to pontificate with you guys. It is so effing loud in the majority of this place and a lot of parts of this country. I don't know, I think I've just become rather jaded from it, but it is beyond annoying. Beyond annoying. It's like, a lot of the Peruvians just cannot live life with just silence. Like, look, turn, look. You have this beautiful waterfront vibe on the bay. Hola, buenas. And they're just blasting music, you know? So look, I guess two parts of this video. It'll be, all right, show you what the scenery looks like. This is one of the ports. This is close to El Puerto de Productores. It's where a lot of vendors are for food, fish, and this is where a lot of the fishing industry will be for Iquitos. And the Amazon is way out that way. This is the bay. And yeah, it's beautiful. But, you know, maybe 20 feet away, they're just blasting music, not really paying attention to it. And if you can hear all those frogs, I think they're frogs, but really beautiful white noise around here. Now, the second part of this particular video clip is, guys, love this country so much. South America as a whole is just so beautiful, so enchanting, so mesmerizing. Just, you fall in love with it. But I'm sorry, some of the people that inhabit it, I don't think they realize what they inherited, and they're just constantly distracted or interfering with the beauty that this particular place of the world is giving them for free and naturally with whatever, music, excessive talking, TVs blaring in a restaurant. It's just, it's ridiculous. I don't know, I think we're all a little distracted in this day and age, so, you know, I mean, a challenge for anybody watching this is just disconnect for a little bit. Completely disconnect. Leave your cell phone at home. Just get away. Just go. Get back to hearing your own voice inside and what this beautiful planet has to offer us. Now, the other grievance that I'm going to talk about is trash. Hold on. Trash, dude. Trash. We're in the beautiful part of the Peruvian Amazon, and look at this when you come down the steps. Just trash, dude. Trash for days. I don't understand. I've seen this way up here. I've seen this way down south on the border of Chile. The people just do not give a shit. You want to talk about mass apathy? Apatia? It's here. It's here. And, you know, I've been trying to discover why this is. Have weaved together some theories. I think it's just a lack of education, teaching to to the children to respect the land, to recycle, to do things ethically, sustainably if possible. But it's just... and I'm sorry. And many of you watching this maybe from the States or Europe, other English-speaking countries, it's not like this. In, I don't know, the state I came from, Pennsylvania, been around a lot of the country, west and east coast, north and south. There's just a lot more pride, man. There's just a lot more understanding. You have to take care of your area. And yes, it's done with fines and, you know, the threat of having to pay money if you don't keep the place nice. But hey, if it works, that's a start, you know? But anyway, this is what the bay looks like. You guys know I love you. Sorry, I just had to get that out. A little video therapy session. And yeah, once you get away from the people and the noise, it's quite beautiful. Yo, we got Michael Jackson reincarnated in Iquitos, Peru.
DJ, suelta la música. Vamos en trío.
Anthony, that's for you. Guys, back at the market. It's Wednesday, August 7th. A lot of the vendors are slowing down, packing up, but some of the lunch vendors are still here. And just love this vibe. Just love it. Got this guy playing retro music on some really old setup. He's got a CRT TV over there. Haven't seen that in a while. Everybody's just chilling, man, trying to beat the heat. But yeah, just love it. Like, luckily, you look up here, the vultures are standing by, waiting for their next meal. And people are just cruising. And I love it too. You sit here long enough, you see how the vendors work synergistically with each other. Like, for example, this woman here in the white had her friend come over with a bag of plantains for work, and then like you look at another vendor, they might be brought water, or one vendor might bring the other eggs, and then they bring them a chicken. It's really cool just to see the communal aspect of it. But yeah, and the food again is the marapate. I think it's a marapate fish from the Rio Amazonas, the Amazon River, with some yuca and this stuff called cocona, which is like a salsa made from cocona. It's a fruit. I think she also has ají in here, which is a spicy pepper, cilantro, lime juice, and something else that I'm not quite picking up and couldn't understand her, but it is delicious with this fish. So yeah, that's El Mercado. All right, still in the market. Had to record this for the music. The gentleman there in the red, if you can see him, has played this 3 times straight. It's great. This is the solo gringo in the market, sitting here eating fish and dancing like a goofball. Basically, people see it and be like, that guy looks like he's having a good time. Everybody just looks exhausted there, man. Just sitting out here all day in the heat. It's freaking rough. God bless these people. I just knocked this on the ground, and they thought there were gunshots. But yeah, man, God bless these people. It's rough. It's rough. A really cool guys was just chilling in this park. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock at night, or in the afternoon, and just witnessed this woman in the middle of the group and this gentleman with the blue hat leading a children's guided meditation, and it's just really beautiful to witness. Seeing these young Peruvian children with their eyes closed, just finding that peace, and this woman teaching them how to do it, especially in a city like this. And you have some artists that met about a week ago who were hanging out. It's a gentleman from El Salvador and a woman from Hungary. And you got some other people just lounging. This is a nice little slice of heaven on the side of the city. All right, guys, that closes out the Iquitos walkthrough video. I really appreciate you taking the time to view it. I know it was pretty long, but it was just a compilation of all the captures from my perspective while there. I guess you could say that the ultimate takeaway for Iquitos would be this, and this goes for anywhere you're traveling to. There's so much you can do no matter where you go, but your experience is really going to be dependent on your perspective, you know, and also what you choose to do and what your preferences may be. Iquitos has it all. I mean, they say it is the gateway to the Peruvian Amazon, but it has it all. It has the accommodations, it has the food, it has the culture. It is a springboard to go into farther places in and around the Peruvian jungle, be it retreat centers or conservatories or just really remote areas to immerse yourself in the jungle. But Iquitos, as you saw in certain parts of the video, is not for the faint of heart. It is a rough, extreme jungle town. There's, I believe, over 200,000 people that live there. Don't quote me on that number. You can research that. But with that, it's crazy, and the noise is incessant. So just be prepared to deal with that when you go there. If you're not accustomed to that, if you come from a place that's very low key and calm and relaxed, and you know they have noise conservation laws in effect, well, just throw all that out the door once you go to Iquitos. So when you come, bring earplugs or earphones. You can listen to some music while you're walking. But other than that, it's a pretty cool city. I mean, it has so much to offer. So I hope you guys go. If you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them in the comment section. If you've been, I'd love to hear about your experience. If you're looking to go and you have questions, put them there. But again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'm not really a pro at this kind of thing, you know, video, travel vlogging rather. But just wanted to share these experiences with you of all these really beautiful places in and around Peru. So again, thank you. God bless and have a great day. See you guys in the next one.